Have you ever found yourself healing from a breakup and you're wondering, am I healing in the right way? That's why I made this video, the 5 worst ways to heal after a breakup. What is going on, you beautiful souls? I am Brandon and I take people from breakups to breakthroughs. So the number one worst way of 5 to heal from a breakup is completely distracting yourself. Now, I have done this in the past. Now, it is good to distract yourself. It is good to keep yourself busy. But it isn't good if you're distracting yourself so much you aren't feeling the emotions. One of the hardest breakups I ever went through, and that's just what I did. I completely distracted myself. I did all these home projects. I'd get done with work. I won't even take time to feel or think about what I was going through. I would just get right into either working out or working on the house or something. And it's like from when I got up to when I went to bed, I would just work myself so much that I would just be exhausted and I could fall asleep because I wasn't able to fall asleep if I wasn't just pushing myself to the absolute limit. Now, if you want to get a lot of stuff done, this is a great way to do it. But if you want to heal and move on, it's going to take a lot more time. See, because you have to feel it to heal it. But you also have to do stuff to create new meaning in your life. So it's not a bad thing to distract yourself and keep yourself busy, but you also have to feel and heal these emotions just by feeling the emotions and feel the emotions without reminiscing on the relationships or reminiscing on the person. Just truly feel what you're feeling and write it down and think about what you're going through. But do not over distract yourself because all you will do is just bury those emotions, keep pushing them down and down, and then you won't even feel them. Number 2, this is a huge one. I've done this in the past. Avoid this mistake. Finding someone new right away to take away the pain. Now, the thing is, this can be very effective. But if you don't heal, if you don't learn the lesson that just happened, because the universe is always trying to teach you a lesson. So this breakup was a lesson. Especially if this person was toxic and it was someone that wasn't choosing you. The universe wants you to realize this. Realize why are you going for people like this, and you need to learn the lesson and not attract the same person. Because oftentimes what happens if you don't heal, I've done this, I know, I've seen it happen. You don't heal, you just got over a toxic relationship, all of a sudden, bam, you find someone new, everything's great, and all of a sudden you find yourself in the same toxic relationship, in the same toxic cycle. And that's because you didn't heal. Basically, it's a new face, same person. And that is why just take some time to be alone. And I get it. It can numb the pain. Finding someone new right away can numb the pain very easy. But it is the wrong way to go about things. And trust me, guys, trust me. If you just take time to truly be happy on your own, you will put yourself in a position where you are unhurtable. Now, I'm not saying if you learn to be happy alone and all of a sudden you fall in love and then break up, it's not going to hurt, but you know you are fine on your own. You know you can be happy alone. And you also catch a lot more red flags right in the beginning because you don't really need someone. So when something happens that you're like, I don't like this, I was happy alone. I don't need to deal with this. I'll just hold off and wait. Where if you're just so desperate, you're so needy, you just find someone right away. The red flags happen in the beginning. You kind of just ignore them. Kind of just ignore them because, well, they kind of take the pain away. Well, they're not that bad. The red flags aren't that bad. Yeah, they freak out at random service people, but I'm sure they'll still be nice to me. No, it's not going to happen. Number 3, don't fall in this trap, playing the victim. Now, I get it. I have been betrayed by people that I truly love. And it's very easy to fall into this victim mindset of, oh, like you're just sorry for yourself. And it's okay. It's okay to feel betrayed. It's okay to feel the emotions that you're feeling. I know what it's like to go through it, but you can't just put all the blame on the other person because a lot of times they've showed their self throughout the beginning, throughout the relationship. You kind of knew what was going to come, but you were scared to set boundaries. You were scared to stand up for yourself. And I get it, because especially when you really love the person, you want to keep them, you want to hold on. But that's the thing, guys. The universe wanted you to learn this lesson. The universe wanted you to stand up for yourself. The universe wanted you to say no to what you don't deserve, so it could give you what you do deserve. And when you play the victim, it's easier to prolong the process because you're feeling down, you're feeling sorry for yourself, and you're just like, none of it was my fault. Well, was it? Was none of it really your fault? And I get, guys, I get it. I've been there. I'll let you. So I went through a breakup. I was doing good. I was healed. I was fine. I'd actually broken up with the person because they had said some really mean things, and I was like, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to deal with this anymore. I'm going to learn my lesson. I'm going to stand up to the universe. So I started seeing someone. I was dating someone casually. It wasn't like super serious, but casually dating someone. Well, guess what? This ex popped back up in my life for 3 weeks, begged me to give her a chance, begged me to stop seeing the person I was seeing so I could be with her. And me, apparently, didn't learn my lesson enough. I did it. I stopped seeing the person I was with to be with her, and not even a weekend, same old things started happening, same old toxic cycles, and I was like, oh wow, I made a mistake, and I felt really betrayed because she had convinced me so hard to believe everything she was saying. I really wanted to believe it because you want to see the good in people, but I knew the signs were there. How much of a victim can I really be? Come on. I knew who she was. I Back in my mind I knew people really can't change that quickly. Well, they can if they put in the work, but the signs were there. The signs were there. I knew better. I had a gut feeling, but I wanted to believe so badly. I think one of the reasons I wanted to believe so badly too is just because people at every point in your life are almost a reflection, can be a reflection of you. So I just wanted to believe because I loved her so much, and in a way I thought she was a reflection of me. I wanted to believe she was good, and in a way believe that I was good. But this is the thing. Her value, her worth had nothing to do with me. Your partner's worth, your partner's value, your partner's words, them wanting you, that has nothing to do with your worth. You are worthy for just being you. And don't ever forget that. And feel that worth. I want you to go after this video, I want you to go stand in the mirror. I want you to go stand in the mirror, look at yourself dead in the eyes, say your name, and say, I love you 5 times. And if it's uncomfortable for you, then you really have to reflect and think about why was that uncomfortable for you. The first time I did it, it wasn't that uncomfortable, but it was a little weird. But now I do it every day. Every day I look in the mirror and say, I love you, Brandon. And it makes me feel good. It makes me feel warm to know I love myself. And the more you love yourself, the more people are going to see that people treat you the way you want to be treated and the way you allow yourself to be treated. So if you're finding yourself in these relationships where people aren't treating you good, it's time to reflect. And how much do you value yourself? It's time to start looking inward. Number four, another one I've done. Another one I've done. I was young. It was my first like real breakup, first real hard breakup, and I was drinking. And this isn't just for me. It was drinking, but other people do other substances. But anything to do with any sort of alcohol or substance to numb the pain, to stay away from. I did this. I started drinking every day, and it numbed the pain. It did make me feel better, but I wasn't really healing. I wasn't really moving on. I wasn't creating new meaning. I mean, I guess you could say I was creating new meaning by drinking, but like, what kind of meaning is that? It's not a very fulfilling meaning. It's not a great way to fill that void. I mean, there's all these other things you could do, all these other things you can find meaning in. That's why I say I know I'm going through a breakup. If there's a hobby, a passion, something you've been wanting to do for a while, now is the time to do it because you have all this pain. You're more motivated now to get rid of this pain than ever before. And this pain will catapult you to where you want to be. And it'll give you that extra motivation. It'll give you that drive. And as you start pursuing this passion, pursuing this hobby, and you're getting better, and you're noticing the improvements, you just want to keep doing more and more, and you're creating all this meaning. Now you're happy, and you're fulfilled, and you just feel so good about yourself. Trust me, you're going to feel good about yourself again. Believe me, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I have been in some low points. I've been in some low points in relationships, and I know how it is. I've been there, but believe me, you're gonna get through this. I believe in you. Number five, and this one is one I've caught myself doing a lot, and not even when you go through a breakup, but breakups especially, you gotta just watch out for it. And it is endless scrolling. And it is so easy to just want to distract yourself with that phone, getting those little tiny dopamine hits, those little tiny dopamine hits as you're scrolling through your phone. And yeah, it feels good. It distracts yourself, but what are you really doing? You're just kind of just, you're not really feeling the emotions, you're not really creating new meaning, you're kind of just passing time. And I'm not saying you can't be on your phone ever at all, but one of the things I would do when I caught myself doing this is I started listening to a lot more audiobooks. Or you can read too. I prefer to listen to audiobooks. I try to read, but regardless, one of the ways I stopped endless scrolling was I was just I downloaded this app called Headway, and I don't get paid by Headway. I don't have nearly I have 5 subscribers, so I'm not getting paid by Headway. But I just started reading all these books about letting go and breaking up and love and all these things. Or then I'd go on Audible and listen to these other longer books on letting go and breakups and how to move on and things like that. And just it was a way to learn. And as I was learning, I was also learning to let go and how to process my feelings and emotions and doing all these things. Or just journal. Instead of scrolling, journal. Write your feelings down. Write your emotions down. Get it all out. Get it all out there. Just get it all out. Meditation too. Next time you're scrolling, okay, look up a quick guided meditation. Look up a quick guided letting go meditation or worthiness meditation. There's so many meditations out there. Or just, even if you just sit in silence and observe your thoughts, observe your emotions, and then write it down. Write it down. You're going to feel so much better if you start writing it down. Write down reasons you're thankful. Write down reasons why you're sad right now. Write everything down. All your thoughts. Because I know how it is. You have all these thoughts, all these emotions going through your head. Write it down. You're going to feel great. You're going to feel better. But avoid these 5 things. Avoid these 5 mistakes, because I know it can bring you it can almost bring you instant relief, but it's not the right kind of relief, and it's going to prolong your healing. So, if you caught yourself doing any of these things, please leave a comment. Let me know. Let me know ways maybe you've healed in a healthy way. I'd love to hear it. Once again, you beautiful souls, I'm Brandon, and I take people from breakups to breakthroughs.